Enough of the very energetic introductions from Mr. Joseph. We are now ready for the game. We would like to welcome all of you all to today's volleyball stream coverage, brought to you by Alice Lloyd Athletics. In today's matchup between the visiting Indiana East Red Wolves and your homestanding Alice Lloyd Eagles. And as we mentioned yesterday, we're still praying for you all, just hoping that everything's going well as the events of the hurricane that is currently coming up from the coast. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Gannon Brown, and I'm joined by camerawoman and commentator, Miss Erin Rife. Very thankful to have you back today.
It's a pleasure.
And we are set to get underway in today's matchup. Alice Lloyd coming off of a 3-set loss yesterday, hoping to turn it around today. That game yesterday was against West Virginia Tech, the Golden Bears, where we saw a very, very interesting first set going into the late 20s and just the rest of the game just getting away from them. They're hoping to turn that around and have them a good game today. Looks like starting for Alice Lloyd, we're going to have libero Gracie Gibson. We're going to have number 23, Jaden Hall, number 22, TK Ellis, number 10, Cameron Thompson, number 13, Rose Scatello, and number 20, Kylie Ward. I'll try to get you the starters for the Red Wolves. We're going to have libero, number 22, Ella Bickle. We're going to have number 6, Reese Shirley. Number 5, Emily Baker. Number 12, Sheridan Phillips. And number 20, Tia Cooper. As well as number 1, Summer Hendershot. Some great hustle by the Red Wolves early on.
What a save there. And they were able to dig it up. This is a really big rally. Whoever gets this is going to have the momentum at the start of the game.
Absolutely. And the Red Wolves able to get the kill early on, tying the game up at 1-all. Could this be the start of some momentum? It's going to be Abby Herman on for the serve.
Good try, just wasn't able to go over the net.
Absolutely, just a little bit more and you're hitting that over.
That was the break they needed. Maybe they can start a rally.
Absolutely. We have number 1, Tiana Wesley, subbing in for the Lady Eagles. It looked like it went off her fingers barely, sending it out of bounds.
Hard enough hit till they couldn't control where it was going to go.
We were seeing a ton of hard hits where even after they were receiving it, it was just flying everywhere yesterday. I'm sure we'll see a lot of that today. Even for that one not to give them a point, that was a beautiful set from across the court. Perfect placement. Just hit it a little too hard since Catella back to serve.
that's going to put them ahead by 2.
Absolutely, give them some momentum.
They've got a rally going.
Oh, that was just perfect. It peaked right as she was hitting it. You can't really see a better set than that.
That was a great hit.
And number 9, Amira Lockett subs in for the Red Wolves. It looks like we're seeing a timeout from the Lady Eagles. And as they take a timeout, we will too. We will be back in 30.
Tonight's sporting event is sponsored by Tim Short Chevy in Hazard, Kentucky, where they invite you to check out the new 2023 Chevy Equinox. 5 buyers can earn up to $1,250 cash back or an interest rate of 2.1%. If you're looking for something other than the Chevy Equinox, don't worry. Tim Short Chevy in Hazard, Kentucky has a wide variety of selections to satisfy you. Trucks, cars, SUVs, you name it, they've got it. Come see them in Hazard, Kentucky at the Tim Short Chevy dealership.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. We currently have a score of 5-all, and it is Red Wolf serve, being the libero, number 22, Ella Bickle.
It's a hard hit.
Hard hit, good placement. Hitting right in front of that back line.
The Eagles just couldn't get to it. Good set, good hit, just a little too far, went out of bounds.
Another great set. Great set, great hit, just putting it in places where the Eagles can't capitalize. They're currently at a 3-point lead with a score of 5-8.
Oh, great block.
We're feeling the energy from these fans tonight. It's going to send Ward back to serve.
That's exactly what the Eagles needed. Maybe they can capitalize on it and get some more points.
Just a little bit out of the reach. It's going to bring us up
But
for
it doesn't seem like the Red Wolves are letting them pull away.
No, this is very close. You're seeing a lot of, getting some memories from set 1 of yesterday. That game staying super close the entire time, with the Golden Bears taking out a 2-point victory in that first set yesterday. Again, these setters from IU East are just having a day today. Putting it perfect places and just a little too fast for Alice Lloyd to capitalize and get the hit down.
The Red Wolves have some very strong hitters today. And they're not letting Alice Lloyd get a chance to get back up.
Absolutely. As soon as Alice Lloyd gets something going, they're able to shut it down.
Yeah.
Completely keep the momentum on their side.
They don't let a rally on the other team affect them at all.
Just a little miscommunication on that one. We currently have a score of Alice Lloyd 6, IU East 12. that one with just great placement for the Eagles. Right on that back corner.
That was a smart play by the Red
Absolutely.
Wolves.
Saw the libero was playing up a little bit, sent it right over her head.
It wasn't even that hard of a hit, but it was just enough to where nobody could get to it. She was smart.
Very smart play.
Any harder and it would have went out of bounds. It was a very smart play.
These Red Wolves are very sneaky with their sets. You'll see them barely set it, and the person will come behind them and spike it. But at the same time, you'll see them set it really high for the person behind them.
2 to 3 hitters are going up at once. You don't know who it's coming from.
Absolutely. It's a lot of trickery. It's working great for the Red Wolves. Little confusion on that one.
And they were able to keep the ball alive.
Yeah, great awareness by Ambergy.
Absolutely. They just couldn't pull it through. It was another smart play on the Red Wolves side.
Looks like we had a sub for the Eagles.
What a kill. That's exactly what the Eagles needed.
Absolutely, getting some stuff going on their side. You got Rose.
Maybe that'll be enough momentum to get them some more points.
Give them a rally. We have number 10 Thompson back to serve. More perfect placement by the Red Wolves.
Right in the corner of the court. Nobody was there. Everybody was shifted over to the left side.
Absolutely. Looks like we had 2 subs for the Red Wolves. Number 12, Sheridan Phipps, and number 7, Brianne Robinson. We have another sub for the Red Wolves. Number 9, Amron Lockett coming back in. Great dig.
Oh, and it hit the ceiling and it missed with everybody.
Those are hard to play off the rafter, especially it's playing off the fan. The fan blades, it's kind of angled so you don't know which way to anticipate it falling down. That's always going to be a factor, especially if you have a gym that's not a super high ceiling for volleyball.
What a save. She didn't know if that one was technically going out or not.
Playing it off the net, keeping it over.
And it was out.
They played that one off the basketball goal that's raised on the ceiling.
They just weren't able to get that point.
Still very impressive effort by the Red Wolves.
Absolutely.
We have TK Ellis back to serve for the Eagles with a current score of Alice Lloyd 10, IU East 17.
Tried to do another trick, but it just did not pull through this time.
Just a little bit too soft. Ellis back to serve. What a play by Alice Lloyd.
She was able to get it down and in.
Amazing dig by Kylie Ward, playing that one perfect. Ellis to serve, barely over the net. Received it, being the libero, right back to the net, right to Ward. And they're gonna do it again.
They were able to dig it up this time. They were prepared. Oh, and it hit the net just enough to make everybody back off, and it fell short.
Absolutely. These Wolves are really good about making you anticipate it going one way, and then they completely have it go the other way.
They're very self-aware when they're in the air, too.
They're playing great tonight.
An amazing block by the Red Wolves.
Absolutely, they're playing incredible. We currently have a score of Alice Lloyd 12, IU East 19. Anticipated that one being a first hit, but the second one, but the first girl setting it, second one sending it right over her head, right into the dead zone in the middle.
The Red Wolves are so aware of where they're at. They're
playing amazing. Perfect placement, perfect trickery. They're having a great game.
What a save on the Red Wolves side.
Just a little too much on that one. Might give Alice Lloyd something to capitalize on. We currently have a score of Alice Lloyd 13, the Red Wolves 20. And going into volleyball, you always see first team to hit 20 is usually the one that comes out on top.
An amazing save, amazing dig. And she was able to get it, and she just couldn't jump high enough.
Absolutely. Scatella with a low serve. Those have been working out pretty well for both teams, so their serves.
Oh, and the hit was just too hard.
There's something that Alice Lloyd could capitalize on. They've cut down the lead to 5.
5-0 in volleyball. That can come back so fast. And it's too hard again.
For the miscommunication on that set. She just sends it over the back line. Lead down to 4.
She tried to save it, but it just fell right above her.
Sorry about the camera issues, folks. We're currently working on that. Great serve reception by Alice.
Oh, and a battle at the net. Oh, and a great block, but she just couldn't get it.
Another one having a great game is Kylie Ward. Playing strong at the line.
They just can't get away from that 4-point lead. Oh.
Just a little too low. We currently have a score of Alice Lloyd 17, IU East 22. We have number 2, Aislinn Hogan, back to serve.
And a fantastic block by the Red Wolves.
Absolutely, had everybody playing up, sends it right to the back. Nobody able to get back there to it.
All the Eagles are playing up. It went over everybody's head.
Hogan back to serve.
Oh, and another smart play. But the Eagles are catching on.
Absolutely. And just like that, we are at set point for the IU East Lady Red Wolves. Currently have a score of Alice Lloyd 17, IU East 24. With Hogan back to serve on what could be the set-winning serve. Smart placement right there in the corner. That Eagles thought it was going out, it didn't. It's gonna let the IU East take the first set with a score of 17 to 25. And while they switch sides, we'll play a couple commercials. We'll be back in a couple minutes.
Dr. Fran Hughes is a graduate of Alice Lloyd College and Piper's Osteopathic Medicine. Dr. Hughes has spent the last 12 years serving the people of Eastern Kentucky and was most recently promoted to the Associate Professor in her department with the University of Kentucky. She's now seeing patients at Quantum Healthcare in Hazard, Kentucky, the clinic where she began her profession. While walk-ins are welcome, you can also call the clinic to schedule an appointment with Dr. Fran Hughes.
Did you know that one of the top rural health clinics in the state is right in your back door? Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky has been given the title of the largest rural health system in Kentucky. In addition, Primary Care is the third largest rural health system in the nation and the fourth largest employer in Perry County. Call today to schedule an appointment at our Hazard, Hindman, Vico, or Hyden locations. Walk-ins are always welcome.
Just want to watch the game.
Dad, turn on the ceiling fan. Use the gray remote. Hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, for set number 2 of today's matchup between the Alice Lloyd Eagles and the IU East Red Wolves. We saw the Red Wolves take the first set with a score of 17-25. Alice Lloyd's looking to get back in this one on hopefully a victory on set number 2.
We saw a lot of trick plays from the Red Wolves last set, so maybe the Eagles can pick up on it this time.
Absolutely. After something happens to you so many times, you're bound to see it coming. But these Red Wolves have been great at disguising it. You'll think they're going for a far set on the left side, and she'll just barely set it and have a girl come from behind her and just kill it.
Absolutely. They're very, very unpredictable, and it's so hard to know when they're going to do what.
Absolutely. Almost able to capitalize on that one with Alice Lloyd. Just a great hit by Tia Cooper of the Red Wolves with the kill. We're going to have number 8, Abby Herman, back to serve. And this Red Wolves bench is keeping the energy on their side as well. That's not just the players on the court. You're seeing great effort by the benches to keep the team motivated.
It's a great dig.
Great dig by Gibson.
12.
And great placement. We're going to have number 13, Rose Scatello, back to serve for the Eagles. And sends that one out. Going to have the libero for the Red Wolves back to serve. Great block by the Red Wolves. Another one.
They just hit it so hard it hit off her hands and went out of bounds.
Libero back to serve, that being number 1, Summer Hendershot. Good awareness, knowing that one's going to hit the net. Just wait until it rises to the bottom. And again, those smart sets by the Red Wolves.
The hitters are just absolutely knocking the ball. Again with the
Another one, Scatello able to stay under that one. So she just went a little bit over the line. Gonna see the Red Wolves retain possession. Gonna see a current score of Alice Lloyd 1, IU East 5.
And a great kill by number 20, Ward.
Absolutely. I see number 27, Ambergy, come back in for the Lady Eagles. As well as number 15. Again, just perfect placement. Seeing that they're all playing up, just sends it a little bit over them.
The Red Wolves just couldn't get to it in time.
Number 15 back to serve. And again, just perfect placement. These Red Wolves are really able to send it to the corner when nobody's in it.
They're very, very self-aware when they're on the court.
We have number 2, Hogan, back to serve. Just sends a little bit too much on that one, sends it out. We're gonna have number 23, Hall, back to serve.
And the same from the Eagles, just too far out. The Eagles just can't get away from that 3-point deficit.
They start to grow, but the Red Wolves keep it within 3 or 4. They have the entire game.
Yeah. Good save.
We're gonna have number 7, Robinson, back to serve for the Red Wolves.
And a good hard hit and a great dig from the Eagles.
Absolutely.
This is another one of those good rallies where either team's just not giving up.
And great placement there by Ambergy.
The Eagles were able to get it.
Absolutely. Both teams felt like they could have won that one. But thankfully for the Eagles, Ambergy was sending the ball to the perfect place. We're gonna have number 10, Thompson, back to serve.
Those rallies are just so crucial in these points of the game.
They really are, especially in the lower numbers, getting the early momentum, hopefully building you a little bit of a lead so you're not too worried about it going into the 20s.
And they finally cut it down to a 2-point deficit.
Thompson back to serve again. The Eagles would like for her to stay back there for a little bit.
Another smart play, digging it out of the net. But it was just too far as it went out of bounds.
A little luck there for the Eagles. It looked like it was about to graze TK's shoulder, but luckily she was able to get out of the way for that one. cuts the lead down to 1 with Thompson back to serve.
I guess the Red Wolves had enough of that.
With a powerful dig.
That one was personal.
Kill, I apologize. So we have some subs coming in for the Red Wolves. Number 4, Lauren Yout, I apologize. And number 12, Sheridan Phipps. It's gonna be Yout back to serve.
Another hard hit.
These Red Wolves are getting some great kills tonight.
They did not want that deficit to get any shorter.
Building it back up to a 3-point.
And a great dig by number 10 on the Eagle side.
Just not able to get there fast enough. We have a timeout on the Lady Eagles side. And as they take a timeout, we're gonna play just one commercial. We'll be back right after this. We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Hopefully that timeout will stop some of that momentum the Red Wolves had.
Give it to the Lady
And it
Eagles.
did.
Lady Eagles looking to capitalize on that one. The 3-point deficit right now. As we have the libero, Gracie Gibson, back to serve. And we have Kylie Ward also coming back in for the Lady Eagles. That's one that the Eagles are happy to see coming back onto the court, front or back.
Another hard hit, but they were able to save it. They just sent it right out of bounds.
Absolutely, it was an amazing dig by Gibson. A great awareness play by Ward, just a little too much on it. Smart for Gibson not to go for that one. TK Ellis back to serve. Again, the Wolves have been doing amazing on those small sets.
Absolutely, they were able to just get it right over the net with a perfect downward angle.
It's hard for the Eagles to prepare for those, especially there's very little prep time on those.
And with such power, it's hard to get to.
And even if you do, you're gonna have to get lucky to get your hands in the perfect spots for that to pop up instead of pop into the net or down.
Absolutely.
And the Red Wolves are receiving an ace on that one with a score of Alice Lloyd 9, IU East 14. That one just looked
so
like it
close.
was barely over the line.
Absolutely, it was so close.
You can't argue with the line judge, though. He's got the perfect view for it all.
good block, and they were able to save it. And a great save by number 12. Another amazing rally.
Absolutely, both these teams are playing great.
Neither one just wants to give up.
We have number 7, Akira Keithley, subbing in for the Lady Eagles.
She served it out of bounds.
And Thompson's going to sub it out for number 1, Wesley. And Keithley coming out. And number 13, Rose Scatello coming back in. That's one that you've been seeing a lot of action tonight. Number 13, Rose Scatello. Great block by the Lady Eagles. It's like a combo of Wesley and Ward.
They're like a wall. Another fake out, but
Good
they were
awareness
able
by
to get a
Gibson.
hand on it.
Absolutely, Gibson with great awareness. Eagles just not able to get that one back up and over. They're currently at a 6-point deficit. Alice Lloyd 11, IU East 17. Strong hit, just a little too much on it. Looks like we have a timeout on the play. And while they're in timeout, we'd like to encourage everybody to go ahead and like and share and follow to get notifications for any time that Alice Lloyd Athletics goes live, with that being any sport, volleyball, basketball, men's and women's. Both are looking to have a great year this year, and the women's are looking to capitalize and continue to move on their great performance in the district tournament last season. I know Coach John Mills is very adamant and very hard at practice now. We're loving the energy coming from the fans tonight.
There's quite a few people here, but it's easier to be here on a Saturday.
Absolutely. Still impressive just with the amount of flooding and amount of trees being blown down in the area. These road crews are able to get all that fixed up. Very impressive. We are back in action.
With a great set receive. She was able to tip it right over the net. Another block and another battle right at the net.
Let's see, the TK was able to stay back on that one.
And she was able to put it through.
That one right there might be a momentum shifter. I know we're hearing it in the audience.
Absolutely.
That one just went perfect for the Eagles, barely over the net. Confusion a little bit on the Red Wolf side, and just sends it right out of bounds over the net.
Slowly chopping down on that.
Cuts it down to a 5-point deficit.
Yeah. They just couldn't get over the net.
Absolutely. Amberger in the perfect place. Deficit down to 4.
Another hard hit, but she saved it.
Absolutely. Just a little bit of a deflection, sends it right into the middle where nobody is. Sub for the Red Wolves has number 2, Hogan, coming back in, and she'll be on the serve. great awareness there. Playing it off the net, knowing that the play's not dead. Great dig by TK Ellis. And the Eagles able to keep that one alive. And another one. TK playing strong in that back line. Gibson almost able to get that one.
Another fake out. You expect another hard hit, and she barely tips it over the net.
No, they weren't expecting anything soft on that one. The last two have been missiles.
Again, great awareness on the Red Wolf side.
And the Red Wolves maintain the lead as they are the first team to hit 20. And like that, they're at 21. We currently have a score of Alice Lloyd 14, IU East 21. Hogan back to serve. That was just an all-around great play by the Eagles, expecting them to just go ahead and tip it over, and she just sets it.
She actually saved it from the other side without touching the net.
Very impressive. Hall back to serve. And a wonderful block combo of Ambergy and Wesley. I think I'm feeling some momentum on the Eagles side.
Absolutely. And she was able to save it.
Yeah, great awareness.
Absolutely. You see a lot of these rallies on both sides.
This is a great volley right now.
Absolutely. Neither side is wanting to give up. They both want this point.
And the Red Wolves are going to take it. That one being hard fought by both teams. We have a sub number 5, Baker, and number 7, Robinson back in the game for the Red Wolves. With Robinson back to serve. Robinson having a unique serve. Most of the time you're seeing him serve from the other side. But it seems to be working out for him.
Hard hit coming off the block. Went out of bounds.
Another sub for the Lady Eagles. Number 10, Thompson coming in for number 1, Wesley.
The Eagles just refuse to give up as they're scrapping for every point they can get.
Although they're only at a 5-point deficit right now. Able to get their hands on it and stop that light attack. Thompson going for that one. Just not able to get it, sends it over Hall's head. We're now at a score of Alice Lloyd 17, IU East 23. Yote on the serve. This sends it right into the net. This could be what Alice Lloyd's looking for. They need to go on a little bit of a run here just to stop them from losing this in 2 more points. They're at a 5-point deficit with, I believe it's going to be the libero, Gracie Gibson, back to serve. And just copying what the Red Wolves did on that last one. We are now at set point, ladies and gentlemen. The score of Alice Lloyd 18, IU East 24. With number 6, Reese Shirley back to serve. And what could be the last volley of the set. And it is just a little too much on that one. And IU East will take a 2-set lead going into what could be the last set of the game. And as they have 3 minutes to change sides and get ready for the next set, we will play a few short commercials and be back shortly.
Tonight's sporting event is sponsored by Tim Short Chevy in Hazard, Kentucky, where they invite you to check out the new 2023 Chevy Equinox. 5 buyers can earn up to $1,250 cash back or an interest rate of 2.1%. If you're looking for something other than the Chevy Equinox, don't worry. Tim Short Chevy in Hazard, Kentucky has a wide variety of selections to satisfy you. trucks, cars, SUVs, you name it, they've got it. Come see them in Hazard, Kentucky at the Tim Short Chevy dealership. Dr. Fran Hughes is a graduate of Alice Lloyd College and Pipel's Osteopathic Medicine. Dr. Hughes has spent the last 12 years serving the people of Eastern Kentucky and was most recently promoted to the Associate Professor in her department with the University of Kentucky. She's now seeing patients at Quantum Healthcare in Hazard, Kentucky, the clinic where she began her profession. While walk-ins are welcome, you can also call the clinic to schedule an appointment with Dr. Fran Hughes.
Did you know that one of the top rural health clinics in the state is right in your back door? Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky has been given the title of the largest rural health system in Kentucky. In addition, Primary Care is the third largest rural health system in the nation and the fourth largest employer in Perry County. Call today to schedule an appointment at our Hazard, Hindman, Vico, or Hyden locations. Walk-ins are always welcome.
Welcome back. We're starting set 3.
And we currently have about 5 seconds before the set begins, with IU East taking the first 2 sets, and this very well could be the last set of the game. But Alice Lloyd's not going down without a fight on this one.
Looks like the Red Wolves is going to start off the set for us, the serve for us today in this last set. The third set.
Third set. Hopefully not the last set for Alice Lloyd, but very well could be.
But I don't think they're going to go down without a fight at all.
Not at all. Looking at Alice Lloyd's schedule, it looks like after today they will play again on October 4th against Shawnee State at Shawnee State. October 5th will be at West Virginia Tech, and then we will be back here on October the 8th versus Midway. So that, I believe, will be our next stream here.
And she was able to get the hit right through. It fell down right in front of the blockers.
Perfect placement. So for that October the 8th game, if y'all would like to get notifications, make sure to follow the page, turn on your post notifications, and you'll get all the alerts anytime that we go live or make a post about a game.
And a hard hit from the Red Wolves. Such that hard downward angle. It's hard to do anything with it.
Just a great attempted save. Got the first 2 hits on that one. The third hit just sends it a little too far. Puts IU East up 3-1. Right into the stands on that one. And good hands by an audience member in the front row.
Tried to fake him out, but it just didn't work for him.
Maybe it did. Looks like IU East is able to retain the possession and the point on that one.
And she was able to save it on that one, and they were able to get the point.
Looking to take it back. Felt like they deserved the last point. They're getting this point. Currently have a score of Alice Lloyd 2, IU East 5. And I have Rose Catello back to serve. There's a little talking going on between the officials. They're back in action with Scatello's serve.
Another fake. They were able to dig it up. A great set. Great play by the Eagles.
So really hard hit there by Ward. Having to send it over, see if Alice Lloyd can capitalize. Which they do on the hit from Hall. As y'all are able to hear, the fans are getting electric here in beautiful Pippa Passes, Kentucky. Wonderful block there by the Eagles.
And they were able to get it back over the net.
Very impressive by IU East.
Another block, but unfortunately goes out of bounds for the Eagles.
These teams are clashing at the net a lot more this set, it appears, than the last couple of sets.
A lot of battling right at the net. They're able to get their hands on it, but
Just sends it right out. These Eagles are blocking. I think this looks like their best blocking set so far. Just sending them a little too hard. That's a great effort by Scatello on that one.
absolutely.
Diving into the table almost, trying to save that ball.
They're doing everything they can to try to get the point.
We're currently sitting on a score of Alice Lloyd 3, IU East 8.
And she's able to get it up. Another hard hit, but
Just not able to get to that one like she was the first one.
no.
Now you can see these Eagles are right there. They are so close to being able to turn this around. They're just not able to capitalize. And I don't think that's something that Alice Lloyd isn't doing. I think that's something IU East is doing. And as they take a timeout, we will take one here and be back shortly.
Just want to watch the game.
That turn on the ceiling fan. Use the gray remote. Hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Currently sitting in the third set with a score of IU East 9 and your Lady Eagles 3.
Another battle at the net.
Yeah, Ward sends it the first time they send it back. Ward sends it right back over.
Another battle. but I believe they touched the net on that one.
Just unlucky for Alice Lloyd.
Another battle at the net.
You're seeing a lot of battles at the net this set. Great
Absolutely.
awareness by Ward.
Hits it right over her head from behind.
And capitalizing, getting the point. Gonna have Amberger coming in for the Lady Eagles.
The Red Wolves just hit it a little too hard.
But you're hearing the IU East bench this entire game. I feel like that's part of the reason they're able to maintain this momentum. Anytime someone's up to serve, they're chanting their last name. Anytime the other team's up to serve, they're chanting their school name. Just constantly staying in the head and making themselves heard.
Absolutely, and that was another great kill by the Red Wolves. Looked like it was going out, but lands right where it needed to.
The Red Wolves have had perfect placement all night. Anytime they're needing to try to get at the line, they're trying to get it right in front of the line. They're able to succeed on that one. I believe she thought that one was going to come a little bit closer to her. Just hits the ground right in front of her. Could be something that Alice Lloyd needs to turn this one around. We have a score of Alice Lloyd 5, IU East 11. That was perfect placement. Looks like they were just trying to send a prayer hit on that one to get it over the net, and she hits it perfectly right in front of the line.
Absolutely. Like I said before, it's just such great floor awareness by the Red Wolves.
You know, these Red Wolves have been killing it.
Another hard hit by the Red Wolves.
Gives them an ace. And on the court and off the court, they're celebrating for that one.
Absolutely, they get very hyped for each other.
And just the ball got stopped dead in its tracks. Another ace for the Red Wolves. We have Thompson back on the serve. Just a little too much. Alice Lloyd is currently at a double deficit. They are sitting at a score of 7 to IU East's 14. And Thompson back to serve again.
A great hard hit, but they were able to slow it down.
A weird deflection there on Gibson's attempted save, but luckily they were able to get back there and get that one.
Another battle at the net, but
great effort again.
Absolutely, and another one.
This Alice Lloyd line is playing great right now.
And she's
15
able to
with
get
the
it.
save. Great dig there. Able to play.
Couldn't get it out of the net.
That was a great volley there by the Lady Eagles. I'm happy if I'm the coach on that one. Just great effort all around. Anybody getting their shot, getting their hit blocked, they're able to send it back up in the air and let a teammate capitalize. I believe we saw that from Ambergy and Ellis both on that play.
Absolutely, everybody's involved all the time.
It's great awareness about 15, not going up for that one, seeing the light hit. He's
The
able to
Eagles are
submit.
learning their tricks. Great dig by number 23.
And it gets him the point. And Amberger's hit just not high enough. Gonna give the possession back to the Red Wolves, which are currently leading the Lady Eagles with a score of Alice Lloyd 8, IU East 17.
It was a good try by number 12. She just wasn't able to get the ball to another teammate.
Yeah, just an unlucky deflection there from Gracie Gibson. She's usually good to get that one back up in the air, which I believe that's her second one of those of the night. But just like that, Alice Lloyd able to get the ball back with number 22, TK Ellis, going back to serve.
It's so hard to judge because the Red Wolves are putting the ball right in the back line where you can't tell if it's in or out.
And every single one of them, it feels like, has been going the Red Wolves' way. So we have a sub for the Lady Eagles. Gonna be number 18, Mallory Hall, coming in for TK Ellis on that back line. Saw a little bit of Mallory Hall playing in on yesterday's game, later on in the third. Just touching that one when she shouldn't have, since the ball is gonna be going out of bounds. And IU East again is the first team to hit 20.
Like I said earlier, it's just their balls are so close to being out of bounds, it's so hard to tell if they're in or not. A great
save.
dig.
Absolutely. Another great hit by Gibson. Just a little too much on that one for Ward. Looks like we have some subs. Number 7, Akira Keithley coming in for Ward. And number 51, Daly Hicks coming in for Hall. Just a little too hard of a hit there for Scatello. And they set us with a score of Alice Lloyd 9, IU East 22.
It's a great try by the Red Wolves.
Absolutely, just good placement there from Alice Lloyd. So we have another sub. Number 15 coming out, number 14, Sarah Moore, coming in for the Eagles. Seeing a lot of new faces for the Eagles coming in on this last set.
It was a net serve, but it luckily went right over.
That's just great for Alice Lloyd on that one. It barely rides the net for a second. The receiver anticipates, and then it just drops to the ground. But right on that one, that's what the Red Wolves have been doing right all night. Those light serves just to slam it down on them, right on top of them. Just hard to react. And like that, IU East need 2 points to take today's victory. Sending that one out. It's gonna be Alice Lloyd taking over on serve. It's gonna be the libero, number 12, Gracie Gibson. Also, we have a sub, Akira Keithley coming out, number 27, Krista Ambergy. And looks like we have another sub, Ambergy coming out, and number 47, Hunter Adkins coming in for the first time today.
And another fake out, but the Eagles were aware.
Alice Lloyd getting some of that Red Wolves ball placement, getting it right on that back line. Gibson retaining the serve.
It's the best place to hit it.
Just a little bit too much on it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are on set point. With a score of Alice Lloyd 13, IU East 24. And we have a substitution. It's going to be Sarah Moore coming out, and it looks like number 8, Lacey Smith, coming in for the Lady Eagles. Just a little too much on that one. It's going to let the Lady Red Wolves take home today's victory with a final score on set 3 of Alice Lloyd 13, IU East 25.
It was a great effort on both sides.
Absolutely, Alice Lloyd was able to hang in with them a lot in the first 2 sets. This last set just slowly but surely got away from them. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for liking and sharing and remaining active in this channel. We will be live again on October the 8th, as we will have ladies volleyball action back here in the Crusader Court gym. That game will be the Lady Eagles taking on Midway on October the 8th at 7 p.m. As always, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you